This is the XM7, the rifle once expected to become the next standard weapon of the U.S. Army. More powerful, more accurate, more advanced, at least on paper. But then, an American Army captain publicly criticized the XM7. Not long after, soldiers themselves began to speak out. What started as a symbol of the future quickly turned into a center of controversy. So what went wrong? And why did this rifle fail in the eyes of the people who actually had to carry and use it? For more than a decade, potential U.S. adversaries like Russia and China have been heavily investing in personal body armor for their soldiers. Some of these newer ceramic armor systems, especially those developed by Russia, have demonstrated the ability to withstand standard NATO 5.56 by 45 millimeter rounds. That raised serious concerns within the U.S. military. If future enemies are widely equipped with modern body armor, then the 5.56 millimeter ammunition used by the M4 might no longer be effective enough on the battlefield. In response, in 2019, the U.S. Army launched the Next Generation Squad Weapon Program, or NGSW. The goal was to find a replacement for the M4. And the requirements were extremely ambitious. A more powerful round, better armor penetration, longer range, higher accuracy, all while remaining practical for infantry combat. Sig Sauer answered with the XM7, chambered in the high-pressure 6.8 by 51 millimeter cartridge. On paper, it looked like the perfect solution. A rifle that seemed to meet almost every requirement the program demanded. The problems began to surface once the XM7 reached soldiers for field testing. Because it fires an extremely high-pressure cartridge, the rifle's barrel and internal components began to wear out much faster than expected. Some reports indicated that after only a few thousand rounds, barrels were already showing significant degradation, directly contradicting the service life figures originally claimed by the manufacturer. According to a U.S. Army captain who examined multiple XM7 rifles, these issues were systemic, not isolated defects. One of the original goals of the NGSW program was for the XM7 to deliver high accuracy at 100 meters. Yet testing results showed that many rifles failed to meet that standard. The XM7 is also extremely loud, forcing soldiers to rely on suppressors almost constantly. But those suppressors introduced new problems of their own, especially durability issues and excessive heat buildup during sustained fire. The 6.8 millimeter ammunition is significantly heavier than 5.56 millimeter, which means each soldier can carry far fewer rounds. During some training exercises, units equipped with the XM7 were forced to stop firing early due to ammunition shortages, becoming dependent on resupply from rear elements. Many soldiers argue this runs counter to U.S. infantry doctrine, which prioritizes volume of fire and suppression. Some even compare the XM7 to the M14, a rifle that was ultimately phased out for many of the same reasons. The XM7 was designed to be effective at ranges of up to 600 meters. But modern battlefield reality tells a different story. Most infantry engagements today occur under 300 meters, especially in urban environments or complex terrain. Even U.S. Army studies show that a soldier's ability to detect and identify targets is largely limited to this distance. As a result, many troops question whether it makes sense to sacrifice mobility and firepower for extended range they may rarely use. The XM7 is paired with the XM1 57 optic, which integrates a laser rangefinder and ballistic computer. Despite its advanced design, soldiers report several recurring issues: insufficient brightness, software instability during prolonged use, a tendency to malfunction under high-intensity training conditions. When fully equipped with accessories, the XM7 can weigh over 7 kilograms. Much of that weight is concentrated toward the front, causing shooters to fatigue quickly, especially in close-quarters combat. Some controls have also been criticized as less than intuitive, reducing a soldier's ability to react quickly under stress. Despite growing criticism from the ranks, some military leaders, along with Sig Sauer, continue to argue that the XM7 represents a necessary step forward. A long-term contract worth around $10 billion has already been signed. More than 110,000 XM7 rifles are expected to enter service over the next decade. The question that remains is this: will these problems be fixed in time? Or will the XM7 become a costly lesson, much like what happened with the early M16? Despite being promoted as America's next-generation infantry rifle, the XM7 has become deeply controversial. It's marketed as modern, yet its underlying philosophy appears rooted in older ways of fighting, prioritizing power and range while trading away reliability and mobility. The negative feedback from soldiers highlights a clear gap between design on paper and real battlefield conditions. More concerning is the fact that many of these warnings only gained attention after the media stepped in. History has shown that the M16 survived its early crisis through serious, sustained improvements. As for the XM7, the question remains: can it adapt in time, or will it become yet another costly lesson? Only time will tell.